All right, everybody. Welcome back. It is September 25th, 2024, the 2024th year of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Amen.
Yep. We were just talking about our service missions that we did. Steve, where'd you go?
I went to Ghana, Africa.
Ghana, huh? Ain't bad. I went to Peru, for those of you that listened. But everyone, hold up. We have two other missionaries. Not current, of course. These guys have been released. It's way past the missionaries' bedtime. So these guys, they're cool. They're chill. We have two other missionaries. Zach, where'd you go on your mission?
Do I need to talk into this mic right here?
Sure, swing it around to him, Steve. You might want to talk into the front of it. So talk into that spot. Break his neck.
Yeah, my name's Zach. It's good to be on the podcast here. I've been kind of running for this, applying for this position for a while now.
We finally got him on.
Yeah, I went to the New Hampshire-Manchester mission.
Ooh, New Hampshire.
Not quite as crazy or as exotic as these guys, but it's a good time.
But let me tell you, he came back stronger than ever.
Strong as an ox.
And our fourth guest, you guys know him and love him.
Touchdown, Air Bud.
Our good friend Tanner. Tanner, where'd you go? Vancouver. Opposite side of Zach. We were all over the globe.
On the mainland, you know.
Yep, they kept it chill, and while we were out there in the boonies. But let's talk about. Go ahead and start whenever you're ready.
Lick me, but not sexually. If you book it once, might as well book it 2 times. What am I doing here?
Let's talk about some of the glaring differences here. Okay, we were just talking about this. Steve, how often would you say you woke up and had no water? Like running water?
Well, it was quite often. We had water, that's fine, but I didn't have hot water a single day of my mission.
So, but you had. Steve looked like he was about to start crying.
Just bringing up some feelings.
Some tough
Memories,
times.
man. Bring back some memories.
So you had running water frequently, but never hot
Yes.
water.
Yes.
Okay. Zach,
But
go
the
ahead, go.
longest I did go without water was like 4 days.
That's
So
probably
we-
about the same for me. Yeah.
So we had like these buckets or, storage water that we used.
We started showering in our drinking water. We were willing to take our chances.
Yeah.
Zach, how many times did you wake up and not have hot water?
Never.
Good call. See, I'm a man of sophistication, and I appreciate that. I would have liked that. Tanner, did you ever wake up without hot water? Dude, Canada's got it figured out. They know what they're doing up there. But let's talk about this. Steven, was there ever a time in which you had to skip a meal because you were like, ooh, the cooking conditions were questionable? Or I guess, did you ever think about it? Because I will say in my instance, there were many times I was like, I should walk out and not eat this, but I did anyways. I knew the Lord was going to take care of me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, some of those members will feed us some crazy meals. And
Like when I see that their chicken is like doing a taste test in the pot, like their live chicken, just walked in the back door, and he's like, let me get a taste of my buddy Fred, see how he did. And but still ate it anyways.
yeah, I did a good job at that. I don't think I ever walked away from a meal.
Good call. Good for you. You guys ever have to call it quits on a meal?
Never walked away from the meal, but I will say.
Due to questionable, I guess. Yeah. Was there ever a time where you were like, you saw a meal or you saw someone's kitchen perchance, and you're like, I probably shouldn't eat this, but you did anyways?
No, never. The worst thing I had to eat was potato salad. That says something about.
See, my mission was good. I never once had to eat potato salad.
Dude, you're not a picky eater, are you?
Oh, yeah.
No,
I think the worst
Tanner and I are very picky eaters.
Okay.
The worst thing for me was like these undercooked snails that still had some little reflex to them.
Ooh.
So, I lifted up a barrel and I threw them underneath it,
So
and I fed it to the cat too.
I fed a lot of things to the dogs and cats. I feel so bad, but I know that even if this lady is listening to this, she won't understand a word that I'm saying right now. I felt so bad. She would invite us to breakfast 3 times a week over to her house, and they were doing well off, so I didn't feel bad about going over. But usually once a week, if not more, she would give us liver. I already didn't like liver, but it was like extra dank down there. It was terrible. And I got to the point where I knew I was going over there. I would wear my heaviest duty pants over to her house. I would bring napkins, toilet paper, whatever I could get my hands on. I would wrap that thing up as tight as I could to try to trap the smell because it smells. And I didn't want her thinking like, it still smells like liver in here, even though it looks like both the elders ate it. And then I would walk out and toss it to one of the dogs. It was so disgusting. But chicken feet, like, do you ever have like boiled chicken feet? Well,
Crunchy?
it's kind of like a carrot, like that texture. Oh,
Snapped right off, huh?
yeah, I did. I had it one time, and after that, I was like, I can't do this. So I'd eat around it and just leave the feet. But no, but I will say this: Peru has the best rotisserie chicken in the world, by far the best. Aside from like every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner had an accompanying side of white rice. The number 2 most contributing factor to my weight gain was the rotisserie chicken. Most guys go there. They go to like my mission in Peru, and it's hot, terrible conditions, no AC. Fans are like really bad according to superstition. So like you're just meant to sweat it out for 2 years. Most guys go, they come back down 50 pounds. I came back like 75 over.
You gained 75?
I think so.
Jeez.
Dude, that's crazy.
Rotisserie chicken like every other night. That stuff was fantastic.
Was that better than down in Mexico? The chicken in Mexico?
Oh, like Lucas.
Ooh,
Yeah, Lucas's
Pollo
chicken.
Lucas.
That's a good place.
That place was good.
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say Pollo Lucas
know
is
one
probably better. We're gonna move on. So I don't even know where to go from there, especially because again we have no notes. Steve, we've slacked so bad on our notes.
Well, you
But-
keep having kids, man.
I was gonna say we'll just go with current events.
Just get a dog like me and Zach, man. You'll be done. Oh, you got a dog too.
I have a dog.
Shoot, man, you got everything.
I got a dog. I got 2 kids at this point. Yeah, so
Family, man.
the reason we didn't get an episode last week is Tally and I had our second kid, hopefully our last. Going in to get the snip. I don't
Oh
want
my
another kid.
gosh.
I don't have my appointment yet, but that's the plan. I gotta go.
Snip, snap.
Yep. Michael Scott, snip, snap, snip, snap.
Why stop it at 2? If you don't mind.
So Zach asked, just because they might not have heard him, the reason why, or he asked why stopping at 2. Tally and I don't want to be outnumbered. We both come from families where there's more kids than adults.
Same here, yeah.
So worst case scenario, our kids are playing, or doing stuff the same night. One of us can go to one, the other can go to the other. So
Nice.
yeah, because when we got married, I wanted 4 originally. Tally was kind of like, I don't know if I want any.
Yeah.
And we, through years of discussion, kind of met at 2,
Well,
which I couldn't go through. I'm the guy here, and I don't think I could go through another like childbirth experience. Tally had 2 very traumatic birth like stories. I won't share them because that's her story, but enough for me to be like, we should have stopped at 1. Glad we have a second, but definitely won't be having a third. So, God bless.
yeah.
We may get another dog though. Can't have too many of those.
You can never have too many dogs.
And a lot of people around here they believe that is the case.
Yeah, we got too many cats.
Yeah.
Yeah, how many cats is too many? If you guys don't mind me asking.
3.
I think, like, general, like, not just for me.
Yeah.
Generally,
Generally, for Tanner,
3 is
3 is too many. Steven said 3. Zach,
Mhm.
I agree. I think if you have more, I would say more than 2. You don't need more than 2 cats.
okay.
They
I
just need a
see
friend.
stray- I just see stray cats all the time, and I'm like,
I almost hit one today on accident.
my cousin Cade used to just shoot them with like BB guns and stuff.
Well, I also
think
think
that was
that's
probably
just
smart.
kind of people not being responsible. Their cats have kittens, and then they don't do a good job giving them away to homes. They
We
kind
just
of
kind of let them go.
they just run away.
What is this too odd of a take if I say one's too many? One cat is too many.
I'd have
Tanner
to
says that-
strongly disagree on that one.
You have a cat, and your cat's a beautiful cat, little black
Beautiful,
cat.
beautiful.
But I just,
Once you have a cat, you'll want another one.
but
I hated cats growing up. As soon as I got one, loved it.
see, like
You can't hate it unless you try it, man.
But here's what I'm gonna say. This, okay?
You got to try both sides of the fence, man.
Yeah. See, your butt starts to hurt if you're on
Well,
both
but
sides of
then
the
now
fence.
you know. Now you
Well,
know.
no, I picked my side. I know where I want to be. I'm not gonna hurt my butt being on both sides. No, dude, it's just like they are cool. They're more chill than dogs, obviously, like lower maintenance, and I think that is the only upside they provide. Lower
And
maintenance than a
you
dog.
just put a kitty litter right there, and they take a crap right there.
That plays into what I just said. They're lower maintenance than a dog.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
That's
I've
the
been saying.
only upside they have. Only upside. Because think about it.
Well,
Why,
what,
hold
if,
on.
what if
Steve,
someone
why-
wants an animal
'Kay.
there to give comfort?
Okay.
So you get a cat. It depends on the
Okay, but-
person.
but
If
let
you
me say-
want- if a person wants to go out, have fun.
No, but even
get
for
a
comfort,
dog.
I hate the outdoors. I'm going to say that.
Uh-huh.
That's another hot take of mine. I hate the outdoors. I hate the sun. And so I strive. That's why I work an office job.
Uh-huh.
I was making more money at Safelite than I'm making right now. But I hate being outdoors.
Okay.
And I have a dog.
Okay.
And I have a big dog.
Right.
He needs to go outdoors.
Yeah.
So I kind of just let him go, let him do his own thing for a while.
Uh-huh.
Bring him. I'm just kidding. I don't do that. But I'm going to say this: cats are temperamental. They don't want to always be comforting. I've seen way too many times cats lash out at their owners who they've
Mhm.
loved for years because it's like, look, I don't want to snuggle right now. Not once have I grabbed my dog forcefully to like snuggle with him and he bite me. Not once. In fact, he goes, dude, it's about time. I appreciate that.
Yeah, but you also can say that dogs won't just leave you alone. Like a cat will give you some alone time, but a dog always has to be with you.
Yeah, I can close my door.
Yeah, and then it's sitting there whining at you. Then it's sad.
Train your dog. My dog doesn't whine at me.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. When's the last time you told your cat to sit and it did? Or roll over? Or when you called its name, it came to you. Does your cat actually come like when you call its name?
Mhm.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've never seen a cat
Well,
do that.
it depends.
What's your
It
cat's
depends.
name?
Salem.
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 So you guys like into witches or what's that?
No.
Oh.
Just a black cat
It's just
sounds
a
good,
black
you know?
cat. It's Halloween vibes,
Yeah.
Okay, that's
my
so
wife likes
witches. That's
Halloween.
cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right. So you heard it here. Dogs are way better than cats, and you can't even deny. We have talked about this on the podcast before, and you agreed with me.
I
You
think-
like Nala better than you like Salem.
I
Say
didn't
it.
say that.
Yes, you did. Say it.
I think dogs and cats both have their own purpose.
Yeah. Cats are meant to be chased by dogs. That's their only purpose. That is it. We've seen the cartoons. We know how this plays out.
Well,
Cats chase mice, dogs chase cats. It's just an internal circle. And the best part is you can take out the middleman. Dog chases mouse.
then you get even bigger. Bigger cats chase dogs.
Yeah, well, the biggest dogs chase the biggest cats.
So
I don't know who the biggest
wolf.
dogs are.
a wolf, and then you got a tiger.
I'd like to see
So all
that.
in all, bigger cats, man.
Snowflake versus Miami. Or is it Globe Tigers. That's what we come down to.
Gilbert is the Tigers. Yeah, we'll see.
Snowflake Lobos. Who are we playing this week?
Gilbert Tigers.
Is it really Gilbert Tigers? That's crazy.
So we'll see Friday night.
Friday night. Who?
Cat or dog, baby. Let's get it.
All right. We're gonna keep this episode short. So, Steve, hit us with the fact of the day, if you wouldn't mind,
Fact of the day.
please.
Okay. Let me see.
While he's pulling that up, we have some bad news.
What's that?
So, for the next 8 weeks, we're gonna be episodeless.
Oh yeah.
So me and Tanner are just sending it off with a bang. Huh?
But we'll get you back on when we reinstate.
Get some more mics in there.
That's what we got to do. In 8 weeks, I think we could order the new gear, get a mic for everybody.
Yeah. And Those listening, if you want to support us, man,
That's true,
yeah, get some donations going.
dude.
Go buy some merch.
Venmo money 30/30.
Buy some merch. Yeah. No, Steve, what's your Venmo? If people Venmo you, we can get this going.
Just my name.
Stephen Brimhall.
Hmm.
Any no hyphen,
That's
no
it.
period. Okay.
I still owe you some money from high school. and
Do
stuff.
you?
Yeah. You got me some drinks and stuff. I
Yeah.
owe you and Brad money. I owe Brad a lot of money.
What do you think you owe Brad?
$10
I
and
owe
quarters
Brad
from
probably
Brad.
about $500. He used to buy me shit after school every day. We would walk the same route home from. This was like
Yeah.
This was like before middle school. We'd go to Alvarez, buy Doritos, or however you say that. Buy some tons of snacks. Man.
That's awesome.
Brad was the money man, dude.
That he was. I miss that guy. I haven't seen him in a long time.
We're working on getting him back up here.
Good.
Well, Steve is right.
Yeah, I'm
I
working on
talked to
it.
him in, like,
I'm
5
working on
years.
it.
Is his wife still a flight attendant?
No.
Nope.
What is she doing now?
Going to cosmetology school or something.
I know there are a lot of places up here that want someone who's done cosmetology.
Yeah.
So we can get her a job. What's Brad doing these days?
Working for Uber.
Working-
Not a driver. Technical support.
He can do that from anywhere.
He has to go in the office.
Oh, does he?
He's too valuable.
Technical.
Yeah.
If he's technical support, that means he's got to know IT. The hospital's got an IT department. So
Yeah, it's possible. Well, Trey, fact of the day: 1 in
Yes.
18 people have a third nipple.
one third.
1 in 18.
Oh, 1 in 18. I
1
don't
in
know.
18 people have a third nipple.
Okay. There's 4 of us here.
That means in the town of Snowflake, there must be people with a third nipple.
Well, hold on. There's 4 of us sitting here at this table. Does anyone here have a third nipple?
No.
I got a skin tag. Could be a third nipple.
There you go.
I should just cut that thing off.
You're rare, bro. You're very rare.
Not if I cut that thing off, then I'm back with the vast majority. I'm back with the 17 out of 18 people.
One of my best buddies growing up had webbed feet, or a couple of webbed.
Who's that?
I can't
Oh,
say.
okay.
It's confidential. HIPAA
Confidential.
violation.
That's true. Would I know who this person is?
You might know him.
Okay.
Well, you'll bleep it out.
Yeah, I can bleep it out.
Lance.
Yes.
Yeah, he used to.
When it got, oh, that's right.
Two toes on his right foot were webbed when he was younger, so he had to get them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
I think I remember hearing.
Has 6 toes.
yeah, I remember that.
That's really cool.
Dude, that's crazy.
He's got crazy balance.
Yeah.
No wonder he's so quick.
Yeah, he is.
He's
quick.
agile. He's got that extra toe to push off.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right. Do you guys have anything you guys want to share before we sign off out of here?
Tanner, why don't you give us an inspirational quote?
Today is Sunday.
Here's a little thought that came to my mind earlier today. You know, in the world we live in, sometimes we gotta be uncomfortable. Oh, wait, redo. We gotta be comfortable being uncomfortable. Amen.
That's great. That's great.
Steve,
I love that.
what does that mean to you? Being comfortable with being uncomfortable.
Well, a lot of people, things get hard and they just roll over. You know, you got to train yourself mentally to be okay being uncomfortable,
It's true.
and that'll pave the way to glory.
Okay.
Glory road.
All right, boys. Well, we'll see you guys back sometime.
Do you
like,
have anything to say, Zach?
oh yeah, Zach, do you have an inspirational thought?
No, I mean, no, not necessarily. It's just good to see the boys. I seen.
We got Zach
you
back in
obviously,
Arizona.
Yeah, I just moved back. Been one hell of a week, so get a little bit more settled, and
Good. Good.
then I'll have some.
We'll hear from you
inspiration.
again.
Yeah, you'll hear
Well,
from me again.
Guys, think of it this way. Okay. Zach moved back. He's on the basketball team.
Yeah.
Are you on the basketball team?
It was confirmed to me
Let's
today
go.
that we got another player. You got your own team. You got family team.
I got this.
Places to be. The best part is those mics that we do the TikToks with. We're gonna have those on the sidelines. We're gonna be making some TikToks mid game.
That actually would be funny. Be mic'd up during the game.
Oh yeah, that's
would
exactly
be
what I want to
funny.
do. And especially for sure, the game we're playing Tanner, we're gonna be mic'd up, and we might have Tanner wear a mic as well, because we got 2 mics. So one of us playing, we're gonna have a mic, and Tanner has a mic, and we'll hear the chatter that goes back and forth.
That'll be great.
Ever wanted to fight you in a City League game?
Oh,
Has anyone
yeah.
ever wanted to fight me?
Oh yeah. I was front row seats on that one.
Names, but I
Well,
hold on,
we'll have
hold
to
on.
say this after the podcast.
Oh no, we can talk about it. It's cool. I won't say names, but I wasn't even playing.
He was talking crap to me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I had been hanging out with Steven. I wasn't married. No, I was married. Because Tally was there.
Yep.
I don't know why I drug Tally to one of Steven's city basketball games, but I did. Husband of the year right there. And no, so I'm sitting on the bench. I'm kind of like being dumb playing like Steven's team's coach. And I know a lot of the guys because I played on your team the year before, and it was like pretty much the same group of guys. And one of Steven's teammates, well, so all game long I've been yelling at Steven, just the dumbest things that can come to my mind. And then probably like late third quarter, one of Steven's teammates gets the ball, drives down the lane, and got clotheslined by another player, like intentionally. And tensions were already kind of high. It was somewhat of a close game, if I remember right. And so like they're in each other's face, kind of going back and forth. And I'm the most like sarcastic guy, but like I don't want no confrontation. Like I'm just doing it to hear my own voice half of the time. And I said something like, "Oh, come on, man, you can't do that." And kind of just left it at that. Didn't think much of it because I mean, even now I think about it and I don't know what necessarily triggered this gentleman in that moment. But I was looking down at my shoes, looked back up, and I am being charged at pretty quick. Now, this man is a previous UFC fighter. I knew this guy could mess some fools up, and he's coming at me. And it was one of those where I know if I step up, I'm asking for it. I also know if I sit down, I'm never going to hear the end of it. So I just stood there. I think I wet my pants just a little bit. I'm definitely shaking. I do know that. And he got probably 3 feet, like me to Steven, here across the table, and just kind of like looked at me. And I think he could see I'm shaking visibly.
He was shaking. He was shaking in anger.
He was shaking in anger.
How angry he
So you
was.
were
He was
watching this whole
shaking.
thing.
I was front row.
You were just
I was
hoping-
at,
you were
like,
hoping
center-
You would see your buddy Trey again.
I was at center court looking over, and I was like, "Holy crap!"
I thought that this was it. I really thought that it was it for me. And I don't remember what was said. I think he told me to shut the F up.
Yeah, and then I think the refs got involved, and then that was the
No,
end.
I think he walked away on his own. Like I think he was kind of like, this dude's not worth my time. He's a one, looking at me, he's probably like, this guy's a one punch and done.
Yeah.
And so
Yeah,
after
one
the
pump kind of guy.
exactly, and no, so then like I'm not trying to whatever like stir drama or whatever, but I'm like I'm gonna go ask him like, did I say something right? Because like I didn't even really like say that to him. I just kind of said it out in the air, and so game's over. He's taking his shoes off, and I figured this was probably a good time because if I had to run, I could get outside and he'd be barefoot. So I kind of liked my odds. And I stopped by and I was like, "Hey, dude, like I want to apologize. I didn't mean to upset you, but if you don't mind, because I was very confused, like, what did I say?" And verbatim, this I do remember, verbatim, he goes, "Well, you were cheering for the other team." And I like looked at him, I go, "Dude, you're crazy." I didn't say this, but I thought to myself, this dude's crazy. Like if he charged me to fight me because I was cheering for the other team, that's all I needed to know. Like, doesn't matter what I would have said, you were gonna fight me anyways. And I haven't seen him, I don't think, in person since. That might have been it. That was like 3 years ago. He's probably in the lab plugging away.
Trey didn't make a comeback this season.
Yeah.
He's gonna fight me this year.
Yeah, no fights this year.
No,
I hope not.
no, not on my court. Not on my court.
Well, he's a respectable 8th grade basketball coach now, so he has a.
Yeah,
good
I have to
profession.
keep. I have an
Yeah.
image to maintain. Steven, that's him telling me that he is done. Any final thoughts for reals this time? Because I'm not going into the story.
I'm signing off.
Zach signing off.
Well,
Hold on, let's hold on to. Oh, we could have done something with that. Steve, yeah, we have a sponsor for you tonight for this last episode for a while. It's kind of like a co-sponsor, which is fun. So, Steve, why don't you introduce the first half of the sponsor, and I'll introduce the second half. If you can remember from the bottle you threw away.
It was body armor.
Body armor paired with Dude Perfect.
Dude
What was the
Perfect.
flavor of that bottle?
Berry.
Very, very.
Berry.
Not so sure that was it.
Perfect pop. So head on down to the store. I don't know where they're selling them, but head on down to the store and go get yourself a bottle. If you buy it from Walmart, okay, you're going to want to use promo code YACHTS at checkout. That, again, for those of you, because every time people are like, I'm putting in yachts, it's not working. That is YAWTS. That's going to get you 0% off. I don't know
That's
why
a
people.
good deal.
It's a smoking good deal.
Especially how expensive Walmart is nowadays. You got to get what you can get, man.
Exactly. And I'm sick and tired of people. It's not working. It's working. I'm seeing the analytics on my end. I know it's working.
Yep.
I'm going to school to be an accountant, so I know what numbers look like.
Amen.
So you guys leave the numbers to me. Okay, you just use
And
the
we'll
promo
get you
code.
the deals, huh?
We'll get you the deals. You just keep shopping. Promo code YACHTS at checkout. And we'll see you guys sometime in October, probably, maybe November.
Wow.
Wow.
Go ahead and start whenever you're ready. Lick me, but not sexually. If you book it once, might as well book it 2 times. What am I doing here?